Okay, boom, take one. So this is a quick GitHub tutorial for how to set up your GitHub site. Okay, so number one, make a repository. So I'm going to make a project repository right here. So you go to the upper right to this little plus arrow and you hit new repository. It's that easy. So easy, so delightful. So let's call this the test team. Okay. Initialize it with a README, or you'll be sorry, because then it shows up all weird. Add a license. We recommend the MIT license. Create a repository. I'm sorry, and then create the repository. So now we've created a repository. It has two files in it: a license, the MIT license, and it has a README file in it. Not really too much going on in there. If you want to mess with the README file, you click that little pencil to edit, and we could call this the sample repo for teams, and then it would be like team name, something like project overview, etc. Then scroll down and hit commit changes, and da-da, you've got a new file. But you know, this is a weird interface for people that turns them off. What if it was like a web page? Well, it can be on GitHub. And so go to settings, scroll down to GitHub pages right here. Boom. And what you can do now is if you want your whole repo just to be a static website, just click the master branch. So everything in that top level repository becomes like the web page. You can choose a theme. I'll choose this theme, Leapfrog, and I'll click select theme. And now, presto changeo, it auto generates a URL right here. And if we click it, it's a static website with the information we just put on there. But now let's just say we want to monkey with the information. Go back to your repo. It's right there. You can bookmark it. Go to the README file, which is what the static website is. And yet again, if you hit the edit the file, the little pencil when you want to edit things, and let's just click URL for our team or something, project, our team project. Boom. Now I'm going to show you if you now commit that change. Oh my God. We've got it right here. Now, fun fact, you need a little bit more. This is called Markdown. So this one hashtag makes it so that it shows up as like a big header size. And then two hashtags is a slightly smaller header size. So I'll make that links. And the only other, and then you see how these are like bullets. Those show up as HTML bullets. Fantastic. And then if you want to have a link in HTML, from Markdown rather, you put the information you want to have linked in brackets, and then you put the URL in parentheses directly after. So I'm just going to make that URL linkable. I'm going to hit commit changes. Now let's take a look at the site. Oh, sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, and it's not working because it's a live demo, and that's why it's a rule. It can't work apparently. So let's just see, where did I mess up? There's a space in here. Okay, so you can't have any spaces because computers. And then now if we go back here and we look at that, it's working. Oh my goodness, fantastic. And you know what else you can do on this? How about a wiki? I like a wiki. Everybody loves a wiki. So click the wiki, create the first page of the wiki. Okie dokie smoky. And we're going to call this like project wiki project overview page, something like that. And then we can say add overview here. Now what we have is a wiki page right there. So let's say we want to have a link to the wiki. We just go right to our home page, which again was the README file. And then I want to edit it because I want to add another link. Let's do that right now. I'm going to call it URL for project wiki. I'm going to go like that, put it in brackets. I'm going to put the link in, and then I'm going to put the thing to be linked to in parentheses, commit changes. Presto changeo, here's the this is the render of Markdown. It looks like a web page, but it's a little confusing with all this stuff on here. So let's just see if it's updated yet on the page. I'll be dipped, it has. GitHub, so performant, so delightful. Right there, the wiki. What if I want to add another wiki page? Click new page, and we can click like team members. And then we could have like members of the test team. And then we could have like, Joe and like Sally, etc. Save it. Now, every time we have a new page, just shows up right here. The home, the team members, home, team, whatever, right there. So fantastic. And so whenever you want to go back to the root of your repo, you can just click right up here to the root. And that's how it is that you create a repository and how you add, oh, and let's say we want to add a file to the repository. So let's see. Here's a file of me sampling a sidecar for my iPad with the Emmys last night when I couldn't be bothered reading the GDPR privacy regulations on their own. So all you have to do is take this, drag and drop it onto your repository, commit the file, and presto changeo, you now have put a file into your repository. I'll be dipped. That's fantastic. And so if you want to kind of like embed that into your, here's a fun fact. Here's like a little way that you can automatically embed things into, if you don't want to be bothered having the thing there, you can actually create a new issue, and you can drag and drop a screenshot or any image there, and it auto-generates, GitHub will auto-generate some code here that embeds in HTML the image you just put into that page, into that link. And so let's just put that right down here. And after links, let's just say media, and I'm just going to add it right here. I'm going to commit it. And what are we going to see in here? We're going to see the image embedded in the site. This is so easy. Do you have to hire a web development team? Do you have to fuss and bother over all of this? No, you don't. Sometimes it's a little bit laggy before it shows up on the site. But anyway, it's right there for everybody to see. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, view me on GitHub. So right here. So anyway, so there's a quick tutorial on how to create a repository, automatically generate a static web page, and to put files in there, your PowerPoint, for example, if you're competing, for example, for a challenge for the Computational Law and Blockchain Festival, or images. And if you have a vanity URL that you get because you love your thing so much, you can put your URL right there, vanitysite.com, save it, and then you can go to GoDaddy or wherever, and you could point it at GitHub, and then this web page will automatically show up at that address instead of this slightly longer address. That concludes our tutorial on how to use GitHub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.